When I cook my bacon, I like to reminisce, sit down and think, well, here we are now, hopefully it won't be too long. But I messed up cooking this time. The first time I did this, it was awesome. Second time, no. That's crap. I'm gonna get the next half better, so they're tearing it out. Pretty cool when you don't cook the bacons in strips and more in pieces. It's like you can't tell what you're really cooking anymore. Check this out. Get some fresh butter. Shake that bacon roll. Shake that bacon roll. Now we're cooking it. It still don't look right, does it? Still tastes awesome. There's our first slice. Yeah, doesn't look that great. This second one would look a lot better though. I just gotta flip it here in a minute. Get this bacon jiggle. Jiggles. Wiggle. Like this. I know a lot of people like the bacon crisp, but I think when it's like right here, this one is good. When it's like basically done. Or about done, I don't know what you call that. Yeah, that first batch I screwed up, so I threw it back in there for another minute. But that batch, now that's good. That's done right there. Hope that's not going to contaminate that, but I don't think so. It was just like barely not cooked enough, so it just needed like a minute to 30 seconds more. I tried a big piece and I was like, yeah, that's way too raw. Well, at least that second batch went good, and now we still got one more batch to go. This place, look at this. Remember that cup I used for my pumpkin crating? Here's the top of it. Oh, there it is. Let me take a spot. That's gross. I don't want to leave nothing uncapped around here. Just left that first batch alone. Anyways, when cooking a hot meal, remember, it's gonna make you thirsty. So, always have something nearby to drink. That's what I'd suggest. Stay hydrated, basically. My choice, Sprite. Always gonna be my choice till the end. Save me against the kidney stones, and that's just how it goes. Ooh, look at that. It's nice and chilled. Let it chill in the, whatchamacallit, freezer for a good, I don't even know how long. I think a good hour. But that slush tells me at least 45 minutes. So yeah, I screwed up that first batch, leaving in there trying to find that bottle to put the Sprite in. A little bit too burnt, more burnt than my liking. But honestly, it's still good. I mean, even this ain't like fully burnt. Test. That's what I love about cooking bacon. You grab one piece from the batch to try it. See if it's good enough. That's good. I shouldn't really use salted it's tongue twister. Salted butter for, salted bacon. Really salty. But just like a french fry, that saltiness. I love it. My mom walked by looking at the plate and saying, wow, you really do know how to cook bacon good, I guess. I'm like, yeah. I messed up that one overcooking, and that one, it's just how I like it. She's like, yeah, you cook it crispy, soft. It's a cool thing about it. And I say, yeah, that's a cool thing about cooking bacon. You cook it in a lot of ways. You just can't overeat it. That's a good warning. Oh, my mom she left me. I was like, this is all I got to eat right now. I'm not eating it every day. 2 days ago I had bacon. See, what I for sure wouldn't do is go day after day, But this video, I want to do some movie quotes that I find funny. Here's Lil Nicky. What's Adrian playing as a priest? I gotta remember this by thought. Okay. I don't know how it goes word for word. I might mess this up. I might butcher it. Let me think about it first. There is a heaven and there is most certainly a hell. And you're all gonna go there in 15 minutes. Holy shit, we really are gonna die. I love that blind guy in that movie. One of my favorite TV hosts, The Tales of the Crypt Keeper. Hello, ghouls and creeps. Today we got a special story. A death-defying one. I don't know if that's what he says, but I just love it. He says so many things. It's hard to pinpoint one thing I want to say from him. Crazy. I watched at least 800 plus movies 4 years ago, because my grandma gave me, when she passed on, R.I.P. She knew that I loved movies, so a lot of people actually do know I love movies, so they'd always give me their movies. And of course, I wouldn't let them go to waste. I sat there and watched every one of them. That's why I knew it's 800 plus. Sat there, counted, and I wrote in all the movies down I watched. I still do that today, even after that. But even though I did that, it's so hard to remember my favorite quotes now because I watched so much stuff. I could barely remember the new stuff now. Yeah, well, I try to make this a more peaceful ending, but I guess I can't. You see, the reason why I wanted to say that quote from Lil Nicky is because here's an interesting thought. Now, for those that have bad paranoia issues, please end off this video now. Go watch another video of mine. Trust me. Last time I didn't do this. This time I am. I'm warning you all. This talk's gonna get serious out of nowhere. Because it's October, spooky month. Let's make it a bit more spookier. Have you ever thought, not realized, but thought, could life be the afterlife? I've done things where it's like, I can't explain how they work, and honestly the doctors can't even explain how it works. Like, for example, these dentists, look, my teeth are rotting out. I'm letting them rot out. But there's no pain with it. Why is that? Why is that I felt pain when I went to the dentist, and now there's no pain at all for the past couple years, honestly. I went to doctors that looked at my kidney stones and stuff like that. They said, how do you not feel pain? Are you sure you don't want to get this done? It could make life easier. And then I went to go think about it. Well, every time I go to doctors or the dentist, they don't make life easier. They make it more painful. That's not easy. And then the money that you have to spend for the doctors, that's definitely not easy. In fact, that's hella hard. Now, I'm not saying, do what I do. Heck no. In fact, that's something that you all were taught, right? Never do as I do, but do as I say. I don't even tell you people to do what I say. I say do your own thing. But I do want to let you all know, you should really look at this, and something's not right here. It's really not. It doesn't make much sense. It's like the more we go on our own path, the better it is for ourselves, but not for others around us. Why is that? Why is it that we gotta impress others around us to begin with? Do you ever think about that? I think about that a lot. In fact, that's the whole reason why I let these teeth, had to go through all that torment, being thrown in that dentist chair, like as if it was an electric chair, yearly, 6 monthly, just for people to be satisfied with my smile. Well, now I'm satisfied with my smile. And one day I'm going to lose the teeth, I know. I'll get fake teeth, but do I care about what others think? No. Does it make me happier? Heck yes. Make life easier? Yes. How is that? Why is that? These are questions we should actually ask ourselves. Like I said, I'm not the type of person to say, do as I say. I'm not the type of person to say, do as I do. But I am the type of person to say, do as you are. Do your own thing. And don't worry about, copying others. As long as it makes you happy and enjoy life, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. That's what should matter. But look at it in reality. Is it that way? Come on, be honest. Is it really that way, or do we have to impress the rest of the world before we get to impress ourselves? It's pretty obvious. The way the world wants to work, at least in my country for sure, they want us to be like, oh, let's impress the rest of the world, let's impress other people. But when it comes down to ourselves, we're going to push ourselves to firing hoops to get there. I say screw that jumping through fiery hoops. That's all I say. As I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to start the new path, and I have been. And it's been working out really well. But now, I fear the dentist. I really do. I'm going to hate to go back to the dentist to get these teeth fully pulled. I really am. It's going to be hell. Not because of pain, because I'll be scared. I'm scared of the dentist. I've grown a fear of the dentist over time from being in that chair for so many times to get things fixed only to have them mess up again. To go from the student dentist to the pro dentist, it really didn't matter what kind of dentist you got. You still were going to have to deal with falling out, dying teeth. Isn't there a saying where we shouldn't play God, right? Isn't making your teeth like keeping them alive for as long as possible? Isn't that kind of playing God in a way? We wouldn't make a whole new human, right? But we're willing to make a new body parts. False body parts. We're willing to modify the body parts that we got. You see? It doesn't really make sense in the long run. The more you think about it, the more things there is that be like, wait a second, how does that add up? It don't. And it never did. It never did. But here we are. Is this a simulation? Is this hell? Who knows? One thing's for sure. I believe the old gods are still alive. You know that saying, the old gods are dead? Makes sense because, more and more as time goes on, there'll be less of the old religion and more of the new religions. Or maybe that won't happen, but still, we can't sit there and think the old gods are dead. If anything, we should think maybe the old gods can't reach us at the place we're at now. Maybe this is like a practice ground, for what's next. I'm not saying, anything bad. Don't do anything stupid. But I'm saying don't give up hope. That's all we got here in this world is hope. When it comes down to it, hope and the power of faith. What I believe is what most religion relies on through their powers. Hope and faith. As long as you got those two things, you'll be fine. But if you on the way lose those things, then I don't know. I don't know because it's been so long since I lived without hope and faith. Like back when I was basically 15, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 14 through 16. Those were the years I lived without faith and hope. And of course, those were some dangerous years for myself. Like, I'm surprised I survived it, basically. But that's just one thing to think and know. The more you know.